Hello everyone, back again. Finally got back to locals. Got another winning record this week. This week I was piloting Traptrix. And I went 3-1. Got me 2 packs of Cyberstorm access, so I'll open at the end of this. I'll run through my record real quick. Went 3-1. Ended up being 5th place because I lost my first round versus Kashtira 2-1. Then I won out the rest of them. It was Naturia Runic. It was like a stun burn deck, and I'm blanking on the third one, or the last one. But I think I posted something on the community tab about it, so you can go check that out. Just gonna do this real quick. Nothing too crazy. Let's just hop right into it. 40 main deck. Nothing too spicy in this one, like some of my other ones, but we'll just hop right into it. We have 3 Pitica, 3 Mantis, 3 Murmillo. These are the standard 3-ofs. Murmillo is actually a lot better than I originally thought. Because my first time playing this deck in paper at actual locals and not just like online or by myself. So this like eating back row in like main phase 2 or end phase, just eating up back row is so fun, or just so good. These two, I mean, Standis, this just adds into Campa pretty much. This adds the field spell. Field spell's crazy. The rest of the Traptrix monsters, we have 2 Dianea. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that card's really good. 2 Campa. This is gonna get cut down to 1. Not because it's a bad card, it's a great card actually. Special summoning is great, but you'll see it's worth being cut for. And protecting your back row can come up. It didn't come up at all, the protection effect this week. Yeah. Also Pitica, just the same thing as Murmillo, just like being able to just recycle the special summon effect, like with the field spell or with Holatea, just eating up their monsters and eating up their back row every time. Just super good. So yeah, the only ratio here I think I'd cut is probably just 1 less Campa. That's probably the only number I'd cut. Okay. I'll move those off for now. Like I said, just moving right through it. Into the hand traps. Played a privy, not super heavy. Hand trap lineup, just pretty standard. 3 Ash, 3 Droll. Let's see, we had 3 Imperm. These are the standard 9 going forward this format, I'm pretty sure. Every deck's probably going to be running these 3. Droll won me so many games. Just card is not good. It's great, but that card is just not good. It's great, but it's just not good. Yeah, so those are pretty much the only hand traps I was playing. Those are the most impactful, I felt. And I have more in the side as well, so. And then just some extenders, 3 Parallax Seed. The card is bonkers. Just being able to put up a free rank 4. Or just get a Rafflesia for free. To protection against Nib if you have some other extension. Insane card. If you open it, you're probably winning. Or I'd hope you'd be winning if you draw it. The only 2 spells in the deck. 2 field spells. I was playing 3 of this until very recently. Until actually like probably a couple minutes before the tournament started. I was playing 3 of this. But I felt like I cut this for another whole name. Another trap whole name. This field spell just does so much for the deck, for special summoning effect. For recycling your special summon effects. Additional normal summon. It's crazy. I think people sleep on that. I think it should be 3 of. Then moving into our whole cards, 3 Holotea, special summon from hand, special summon from grave, monsters from grave, then some 2-ofs, 2 Floodgate, 2 Gravediggers, keep that all on screen. Gravediggers is, that card's a insane card, just, especially if you can loop it multiple times in a game. So pretty much just give them a Solemn Judgment activation, just burning them for 2,000 every time. It's so good. Floodgate as well, just these are probably the 2 most impactful Floodgate cards. This actually came up crazy in the, funny enough, in the burn game. He was playing, what was it? The Scare Witch card, the Battle Fader, that's not really Battle Fader. The other holes, meaning 1 bottomless, 1 time space. This is what I made room for by cutting one of the field spells. Time space, crazy. The best thing that happened with this is bouncing back a Coral Dragon, so against a Naturia Runic player. So using his resources and then also not letting them get the draw off a Coral Dragon, crazy. Traptrix Hollow Nightmare comes up. Sometimes your opponent might be playing a deck that just doesn't special summon, like I was playing, and I saw around there was some fluke decks around as well, so yeah. And then I'll just slay these here 3 evenly as well. Yeah, I think these are all pretty standard. I might, even though I said this was such an impactful card, I think I also might put this to 1 just because I have some improvements that I'll go over that just came in Mail Day. But that's the main deck, 40 cards, like I said. Pretty standard, nothing too spicy. Let's go in the extra deck quick. Let's put it here. 2 Sarah with 1 of the Link 3. I guess I'll put it like this. Not playing the Kularia. I was up until, like, again, beginning of the tournament, just like I found some better options. I felt like the rank 2, Link 2 just didn't do enough to really keep it in. But half of my extra deck I didn't actually even go into. I really kept going with the same boards every time, and it worked, so it didn't really change anything. That's it for the links. I have 2 Rafflesia, 1 Alumeris, 1 Ping. I think this is pretty standard, unless you feel like running multiple copies of these to protect against like a Blosis, but that never came up for me. Yeah, I mean, this card just pushing for game, just on like turn 3 or turn 4, whatever happens, going into the Link 3, going into an Alumeris, detaching, bringing back, like, and just keep going into effects. And especially with the help of Garden to keep bringing bodies back to go into rank 4s. Like, it's just so good. Those are all the Traptrix extra deck names. Move these. Then for our rank 4s, like I said, I'll tell you which ones I made and which ones I didn't make. But let's just run through these quick. Abyss Stroller, never made it. Sacred Sheep, I made this a couple times just to really try it, just to try what it felt, to see what it felt like making this and resolving the effect. If you don't know, it's the detach, target a normal trap, put it on the bottom of the deck and draw 1. I used it a couple times. It was never really game determinant, or never really, I never really drew anything crazy off of it. I always just drew like another trap or something. I never really drew hand traps off of it. We have Baguska, didn't make this one. We have a Redoer. This, oh, it was Sprite. Sprite was the other deck I faced. Redoer won me that game. Because they put up Mosquito, and I had enough on board, so what I did was attack into the Mosquito, flip it face up with whatever monster it was, and then Redoer just to put it back, detaching a trap, like a Holotea, to put it on top back in the extra deck to then just swing past it for game. And let's see what else. Last Ring 4. I mean, if there's a deck I can throw this into, I'll throw it into it. Tall Mias. Yeah, I actually made this against it was a Trap Burn deck. And going into Infinity to put up that negate, that Omni Negate, actually won me that game pretty much. Because that's actually something, even though all the Traptrix monsters are extra deck, they can become immune to traps, the ones that do like effect damage, you can't, or just other traps that, I don't know, whatever, do whatever. This can actually just negate that and just keep you afloat. Last card was a Zeus. Never made this. So, yeah. And I mean, I have some other options that I'll be showing after, but yeah. Go into the side real quick. On the side, we had 3 Ogre. Put that in against Kashtira, and I put that in against Runic. Try and pop Fountain. 3 Gamma Seal. 3 Nib. Against the Kashtira player, I actually drew, what was it? It was I was going second. I put in the Nibiru's when Gamma on their activation of, or not Gamma, Droll on their activation of Prosperity, they Gamma'd, I Ashed, and then I still got to Nib at the end of the main phase because they went into a Rise Heart plus Stranger Era. Didn't win that game though, because if you draw that many hand traps, not enough cards in my hand left for Engine. Yeah. I put in 3 Herald of the Abyss. This never came up. And this Ogre was also in just in case super heavy, but didn't face any super heavy, didn't face any Pearly, so those never really came up for those reasons. Last card was Anti-Spell. This came up against Sprite. That won me the game 3. Because he didn't have starter, so you couldn't chain it. And that pretty much just won me that. Yeah, I'd probably change these for other traps, but I don't think I'd change anything else. I thought about trying to main the Nibs, but I think I want to keep it a clean 40 just to make sure I see everything I can need to see. Okay, so that's that. Some other options I was going for. I was testing out the Wannabe. That's why I had also the anti-spells, and I also had some other non-normal traps. But some non-Traptrix traps, or Trap-hole traps that I was testing out, but I didn't put in. We had D-Barrier, just D-Barrier, still legal. Compulse. I think this is probably going to be the one that I probably add. Compulse is crazy, this format. I was testing Chain Disappearance, just in case Pearly was like really popular deck at my locals. Then I could play Chain Disappearance, banish all copies of one of the Pearlies. So that's something that I was trying. I don't think it's crazy. If I was playing Wannabe, it'd only be in the side, and I'd only side it in going first. I think that's the best way to play it. I was testing Dark Ruler. Probably should have put it in. Maybe even in the side, maybe, but didn't work out, or didn't try it this week. And then I finally got in. These came in day of the tournament, but I had to leave. Mail didn't get here in time, but I finally picked up. This is my present to myself. 3 copies of Prosperity. That's 100% going in the deck. Already sleeved them. Already going in. This probably might be the deck I'm playing at the next regional I have in June. Some other extra deck monsters that I was trying out, because half the ones I said, like I said, didn't make them. I was gonna try and play Unicorn, and then just some other Ptolemaeus targets. We have a Constellar Diamond, same thing as the Prosperities, actually, just came in the day of, and didn't get them in time, and also an Arc Rebellion for trying just some more DK power. Yeah. So that's that. I guess I will just crack these real quick. Nothing, I'm actually not really looking for anything in here. Honestly, I'll be more excited if I get some Sakitamas. We have, let's see, Firewall, Gold Pride, Fallen, Pearly. That's funny. I mean, I guess I kind of already have it, but so I'm pretty much looking for Sakitamas or anything crazy high. Ooh, I think I saw Pendulum. The rank 5. I have never seen that. The worst. Why they gotta do for VW like that? Like, why even bother printing that? It wasn't the Samurai, it was the Nemerelia. Gift exchange. And I can't read upside down. So yeah. Thumbs up. Thank you.